Hey, happy Father's Day. This is for you, John Hamilton, my dad. I know it's been a few months now since I've seen you, and I know you're with your other family, but because I remember you growing up with you when I was younger, when I got older, I remember my mother telling me that because you weren't there for her back then, you were here for me now, for my kids, which is great. So I just have some memorable moments that I want to talk about. First, I have my display because every morning when my dad wakes up, he has his coffee, and then he goes outside and takes a smoke, and before he gets ready to go to work, he puts on his cologne, Mesmerized, and like me, for some reason, us children, we always have to whine all the time. And when he gets off of work, he likes to have his drink. If it's not Old English or the 211 beer, he'll drink some of this. And for Father's Day, I haven't seen him today, and I'm hoping to see him sometime this week. From Avon, I got him some house shoes, because he likes walking around outside. So I like to give him his house shoes so he can wear those. And he has a guitar. Well, I have a guitar. Actually, the guitar is because he knows how to play guitar, but unfortunately, I'm not very good at playing this game on Xbox. But he's very good at playing the electric guitar and the piano, and he sings, and he's a chef. He's all in one great person. So if it wasn't for his cooking, I wouldn't be a cook either. But anyway, so I just want to talk about the good things that I do remember my dad. Was back in 1993, my son, which I have a picture of right here. He was watching my son and my daughter, and my son was told that if he went outside tonight, oh, by the way, my hand is messed up from work, but anyway, he was told that if he goes outside, he is not to get wet. Well, as smart as my son is at the age of 2 years old, just like any kid, they go outside, they play, they get wet, or they do things that they're not supposed to do. So he got wet. He took off all his clothes, laid them out on the ground on the sidewalk, and the sun was beaming down. He was allowing the sun to dry his clothes while he goes running around. And these little girls start chasing him, I guess because he was naked. He was running down the street. Somebody came back in the house and told on him that he was running down the street with no clothes on. And Grandpa got a hold of him and whooped his little ass because he wasn't supposed to be getting wet. Then, back in, let me see, 97, I think it was, he used to work at Farmer John, where they, Farmer John Chicken, where they packed the food up. So like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, he was getting off of work, and I used to live in the city of El Sereno, California. And he used to have raw meat on his, I guess probably on his hands or on his clothes or something. And when he would be leaving, walking down the street, he would be getting chased by a pack of dogs, because pack of dogs, they like raw meat. That's a horrible smell too. I don't know if you notice when you start getting ready to put your food together, usually the ground beef or the ground turkey, something like that, you unwrap it and then you put it in the trash, and it's just something you just got to take out right away because it stinks. That's probably why a lot of people nowadays are not having chicken and turkey. They'd rather just stick to fish. They're going vegetarian. So anyway, he was getting chased by dogs every night. And then finally he got tired of getting chased. He decided to quit that job and go into doing something else. Wow, that was really, really crazy. Then back in 2003, I was out on a date, and my daughter and my son had told me that Grandpa had came in the house, and he was, instead of turning on the light to come in the living room, he just walked on through, and somebody left a pool stick on the floor, and you could almost already imagine what happened. Yes, he slipped, and he had a beer can in his hand. So the beer can went flying one way, and his body went flying another way, probably like in the cartoons or something. But it was just something that they still remember to this day. Then, let's see, back in 2000, well, still back in 2003, still to this day, I just love my dad. He just has a personality just like mine, I would say. He's very outgoing, easygoing. He can get along with everyone. Anybody can strike up a conversation about anything, and next thing you know, he's up there singing. I remember he was telling me about that I have a friend named Derek Pipkin, and who I went to high school with, and he has a club, well actually a restaurant called Pips on La Brea and Pico, and he went over there and he said, oh, you can't let them know that you know me. And I was like, why? He said, because I went over there and sang. And I'm like, okay, just because you sang doesn't mean you can't tell somebody that I'm your daughter. But anyway, that's crazy how the two combine. I went to school with him, and he wound up singing at his restaurant, the grand opening that he opened it. So anyway, he's a good person. He has a good heart, I would say, and he's very good with my son and my daughter. So I love you, Dad. Hope you can feel that. Oh, and by the way, thank you very much for being here in February to go to church with me for my birthday. I really appreciate that, and thank you for being there. We went to go eat, and you could also see my dad. He has a video of declaration of the Panthers, because he used to go to Susan Miller Dorsey High School. And then he also has some videos that I uploaded, and that's about it. Happy Father's Day. Love you. Oh, and Lakers is one of his teams. By the way, this is a jacket. Alrighty, bye.